Grady in Aurora, you're up first on Can't Do It. Who's your question for?
It's for Spiegs.
Hey, Grady.
How's it going?
Good.
That can't be your question. Let's go.
Yeah. You don't mind.
So who is, in today's Cubs locker room, who is the biggest bag?
Biggest bag on the Cubs.
The biggest bag in that locker room. Gosh, I don't. I mean, it's like a personal bag factor, right? Isn't that what he's looking for? Because,
answer the question.
Rizzo.
Rizzo.
He does a lot. He does a lot in the community, and that's all very, very real. It's there's no doubt about that. Rizzo, I think, is.
I didn't see that coming.
Headline: Matt Spiegel says Cubs led by bag.
I didn't see that coming.
It was a personal. It's just I just answered it. That's all.
I got follow-up questions, but that's not part of the game. John in Oak Lawn, unbelievable. Who's your question for?
It's for Spiegel.
Yeah.
Well, sticking with the bag here. Who is the biggest bag out of the current weekly guests that you guys host every week?
Oh, man. The biggest bag out of the weekly guests? That's not. I mean, I don't know.
Jim Miller?
No follow-ups, John.
That wasn't a question. It was on the tip of my tongue.
He hung up anyway.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, Miller, that was on the tip.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Garrett in Lafayette, you're on Can't Do It. Who's your question for?
It's for you, Danny.
Okay.
Knowing your love for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Now, after seeing Mitch Trubisky, if you had to choose between both of them on draft night, which one would you take?
It's a great question. I actually, after seeing them, truthfully, think Trubisky has a higher ceiling and will end up being better.
Do you really?
I really do.
After seeing one game of Mitch?
He's the mobility and the strong arm, man. He's not in nearly as good of a situation as Deshaun Watson.
He doesn't have nearly as much experience.
And he doesn't have nearly as much experience. I actually think Trubisky's going to be better, but you asked who would I take? I probably still would take Deshaun Watson because I can't tell you how much happier that would make my wife with my football Sunday viewing habits if she could watch Deshaun Watson every week. So for me personally, I would still want Deshaun Watson, but I actually think Mitch Trubisky has a higher ceiling than Watson after seeing him. I really do. I never would have thought I would have said that, by the way. Yeah. Steve in Westmont, you're on Can't Do It. Who's your question for?
It's for Spiegel.
Hi.
Spiegel, can you give me your opinion on Joe Madden's hair and what's going on with that? And what do you think about it?
Now, I haven't heard Joe talk about it. Does he admit to doing it? Does he talk about why he's doing it or anything?
Yes, he has.
What does he say in terms of his reasoning? Does anybody know?
There was a piece. Paul Sullivan wrote a piece. He said something about he was waiting for someone to ask him about it. He's dyeing his hair. He's just dyeing his hair.
Hey, do what you want. Feel how you want. I think it looks kind of ridiculous. I think, and I've thought about it because I'm graying. If I started to chase now or in the past couple years or something, got to keep those temples black. Then eventually I'm going to look ridiculous. And you have to make a decision to
eventually.
Go. Yeah, you can make a decision to just give in and have the vast change in the course of a day. So yeah, I mean, I wish we could all just be comfortable to be who we are. But, hey, people these days are doing restore. They're like putting themselves on a billboard. Look what I did to my head. So, it's a different world.
Brian in Rockford, who's your question for?
My question is for Danny. I want to know if he would have sexual relations with Mitch Trubisky if it guaranteed him to be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
No. Are you high?
No.
No. Here's the thing. For our job,
I would.
Quarterback intrigue is great for business. It doesn't matter to me.
That was not directed to you. There was no reason for you to get in there, Jay.
Just give me an excuse. No. I would take that sacrifice for the city of Chicago, damn it.
How about
I'm a Chicago guy, Danny. Come on.
Not.
Jay's a sucker for a jawline.
Yeah,
literally.
Let's see how far we can go. How about just a Pro Bowl quarterback? Pro Bowl quarterback.
How many times Pro Bowl?
Yeah, Vince Young made a Pro Bowl.
Jay Cutler made a Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah, good call. All right, 5-time Pro Bowl quarterback.
Ooh. Well, I'd have to dictate the terms. It'd have to be tender. That's all.
God.
Peoria Matt texts in that Rosner thinks you would look fine if you dyed your hair. Pat in Elmhurst, you're on Can't Do It. Go ahead, Pat. Who's your question for?
It is for Mr. Spiegel.
Yes,
Matt,
sir.
fan, love your band. Seen you guys a bunch over the years.
Oh,
And
cool.
my question is, ironically, I grew up with both Kurt and Chris. Loaded question. Who's a better musician?
Oh, boy.
Kurt Morrison or Chris Neville?
Kurt Morrison is my favorite musician in Chicago. So that's no affront to Chris Neville. But my guy, Kurt Morrison, here's what Kurt Morrison did one year. One year we did Stevie Wonder in March, right? And the guy we had playing harmonica was just okay. And Kurt, who always played blues harmonica, said, you know what? I think I could learn to play chromatic harmonica like Stevie Wonder for the next time we do it. We did it on New Year's. He had 9 months to learn how to play harmonica like Stevie Wonder. And he did.
What?
And he's a guitar. He plays anything with a string. A brilliant, brilliant musician. And
Do harmonicas have strings?
No, but that's just an example that the man can do anything.
kidding.
He learned how to play Stevie Wonder level harmonica in 9 months. So
That's insane.
that's my favorite musician in the city.
Give him one more plug with his name?
Kurt Morrison.
That's very cool. Mm-hmm. Jeremy in Crown Point, you're the last guy on the line. Let's see if you can get us to say Can't Do It. Go ahead.
Hi, this one is for Spiegel.
Yes, sir.
So, no number specific, but do you make significantly more than Danny?
I don't think you know how much I make.
I do not.
Yeah.
I don't think you know how much I make.
No, but I mean, I could answer this question.
All right, shout out your salaries. 1, 2, 3, go.
$4 million.
Yeah. You make the answer, Jeremy. I mean, if you want. The answer is yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've been here a long time.
Yeah. The answer
Been here
is
a while.
absolutely yes. He makes more money than
I have
do.
been in the Danny position, which is, would you like a job? Here are the terms of your job.
Yeah.
Right?
And
on some level.
Yeah, and listen, I do fine. I came from afternoons in a decent market,
Yes.
and I got a raise. So I do fine, and we live very comfortably. But Spiegel makes more money than me. Absolutely. We still got to play heads-up poker, though.
Yeah, we do.
We still got to play heads-up poker.
Yeah, well, I'm stacked, apparently.
Make that difference back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's play for those stakes. My computer just shut down. I don't know if that's a problem.
Oh, no.
That's what Can't Do It did.
Yeah. The whole thing is
Every
is
week,
dead.
Can't Do It breaks something.
Yeah, Windows 98's a problem.
It
in
can't
here.
break this relationship.
No.
Can't do it.
No, it cannot. Rizzo.
It's
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, Lackey's too easy. And I think that there's actually like a soft underbelly to Lackey, which is incredibly obvious when you talk to his teammates.
and there's just like a sinister dark side to Rizzo on the underbelly.
Let's go to break.
Okay.